Hi, welcome to Take a Break, Take a Breath for Wednesday, August 25th. I'm Rick Boyer, the pastor of Prospect Presbyterian Church, and Take a Break, Take a Breath is an invitation to you to stop and breathe in the midst of all that is happening in your life and in our world, to center yourself in God who made you and loves you and calls you by name. Each time we come together, I focus on a different scripture as background for our prayer time, and I give a little background to that text. Today we are on Mark 15, 42 to 47 as we get close to the end of the Gospel of Mark. This is the story of the portion of the story about the burial of Jesus. It's just 5 brief verses. Joseph of Arimathea, a leader in the council, the religious council, comes to Pilate, the government leader, and says, "May I have the body of Jesus to bury it?" And Pilate sends word to one of his soldiers to ask if he has been dead for a while, and he says yes. So Joseph gets permission. They take the body down and he wraps it and prepares it as much as he can, because it's almost the day, the Sabbath, it's almost sundown, and takes it to a tomb and seals the tomb. So it's a text that reminds us that this is all very real. It's not fake, and he wants us to know that Jesus is really dead and that he's in a tomb that is sealed. He didn't just disappear for a couple of days. So if you haven't already done so, I invite you to go to a quiet place. It can be in your house or it can be outside, and sit down in a chair or lay down on the ground or on the couch or whatever, and feel the support of that piece of furniture or of the ground. Feel it on your back and feel it on the back of your legs. If you're in a chair, feel the support of the arms of the chair on your arms. And take a deep breath. And as you breathe in the breath of God. And as you breathe out all that separates you from God. As you breathe in the breath of life. And as you breathe out all that does not give you life. As you breathe in God's peace. And as you breathe out all of the things that give you anxiety and keep you from being peaceful. All of your lists, all of your fears, all of your worries. Continue to breathe deeply and imagine that with each breath, the peace of God and the presence of God grows in you. Imagine it like water running down over your head, like you're standing in a shower. And as it runs down over your head, it calms your mind. And all of the things that have been bouncing around in your mind become calm and peaceful. And as it runs down over your face, it relaxes your face. And the muscles in your jaw and face relax. And if your jaw was clenched, it's released. And perhaps you even smile. Imagine it running down over your neck, and the muscles in your neck relax, and the knots, the tensions that have been buried there, you let go of them. Imagine it running down your shoulders and your arms to the tips of your fingers. And the peace of God, as it settles on your shoulders and your arms and your fingers, it brings release of the tensions that are there, and the burdens that you have been carrying with your shoulders are set down for just a little while anyway. If your hands have been closed, you open them, perhaps even turning them up to receive God's peace and grace. The muscles in your arms are renewed and refreshed. Imagine it running down your back, and all of the things that have caused you to be bent over are washed away, and the muscles relax. Imagine it running down over your chest, and as it does so, your breathing is deep and steady, and your heart rate slows. Imagine it running down over your abdomen, and all of the things that have been stirring up your abdomen, all of those things that have been causing you to feel agitated, they're released for now, and you're calm and peaceful. Imagine it running down your legs, all the way to the tips of your toes, and your legs are renewed and refreshed. The tiredness, perhaps, from running around is gone for just this time anyway. And then in your mind's eye for today, take yourself to a cemetery with headstones. There's a bench there under a tree, so it's cool. Can you see it? And imagine that as you sit there, you realize these are things that you have buried in your life that seemed to be dead, with no hope. What are the names of the things on those stones, on those headstones? And have you grieved those that were buried with reason, but still left you feeling disappointed? What are the things that needed to be buried, but you never really let go of? What are the hurts and pains there that have left scars? Jesus knows what it's like to be in the tomb. He knows what it's like to face death. He comes and he meets you on that bench, and the two of you talk for a while. I'll be quiet while the two of you talk. And then the time for the conversation to end comes, and the two of you end it in whatever way is appropriate, knowing that you can always come back to this conversation whenever you want. And so you say goodbye in whatever way is appropriate. And you let that image fade away. And you bring yourself back to the place where you are. And when you're ready, open your eyes. That's Take a Break, Take a Breath for Wednesday, August 25th. If you have feedback for me, or you want to talk or pray, send me a text or an email. And you can send the email to rick@prospectchurch.org. And we'll make arrangements to talk and pray together real soon.